Hey, what's up you guys? This is Sentai22 here. How you guys all doing? So, I was watching the Sword Arts Online, actually Sword Art Online, sorry, I keep saying Sword Arts Online for some reason. So I was watching Sword Art Online on Toonami yesterday, and you know, of course, one of the best animes of the 2012. I watched it last year when it first came out, and of course I'm watching it again because of course it is dubbed. Personally, I think the guy who plays Kirito is a little bit more of a adultish voice. It doesn't really fit the character too much, but it's okay. I mean, it's pretty much the same with the Japanese actor. You know, that's just my opinion. Also, you know, it would be a great idea to buy the DVDs. I thought it'd be pretty cool since, you know, now it's coming to the States. Now I can buy them without the worrying about paying a $300 to $200 price tag on the DVDs. But lo and behold, I searched and led me to the Aniplex website. Volume 1, containing 7 episodes, costed around $90. That's the Blu-ray edition. If you want to get the regular edition, it'll cost you around $50. Now, if you want to get the entire series, Blu-ray special edition, it will cost you around $360. And the regular will cost you around $200. I have never paid for an anime DVD complete box set that costed that much, you know. I remember a few years back, I bought the complete series of Nadesco, all 25 episodes, for around $100. Keep in mind, you know, that was still expensive, but nowadays you can go to places like eBay or Amazon and you can get the complete series for around 20 to sometimes maybe $40 depending on the bidding war. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about Aniplex of America. Now, unlike your Sentai Filmworks or your Funimation, Aniplex, you could say, is the Ferrari of the anime industry, just because their titles are so beyond anybody, any anime fans reach, any casual anime fans reach. I mean, if you're a hardcore anime fan, by all means buy the sets, but just remember, then again, I mean, why are you going to buy the American version since they pretty much cost the same as the Japanese version? The only difference is that they have the subtitles and the dub version. I mean, basically you're getting ripped off both ways. But anyway, I mean, it's not, you know, it's beyond anyone's reach because of course I myself, I have things to pay like bills and a thing that I have to consume called food. I guess that's what their slogan should be. The slogan should say Aniplex, because your food and your bills are not important. Buy us. Buy us. Well, since you can't afford to buy the anime, then don't buy them. Okay, yeah, that may be true, but the majority of the anime fans here in the US are not going to spend nearly over $100 for a complete anime series. Maybe 150, which is fair, 60, 80, but not freaking $200, especially the episode count. I mean, it's understandable if it's more than 12 episodes for a complete set, then at least it should be a little bit, you know, like around 40 or 50 or 60, around there. But for the complete series, for 200 to 360 for the DVD edition, the Blu-ray edition, no one can afford that. I mean, like I said, if you're an anime fan, a big anime fan that has the money, then go ahead, buy it. But just remember, you're getting ripped off. You know, and they're saying, oh, it's a, you know, import, but it's not really. You know, they're licensed by an American company. And it's really a shame because Aniplex is missing a great opportunity to, you know, because, you know, their title is on broadcasting, you know, particularly Toonami. Everybody watches Toonami, and you have a situation where anime fan finds this really great anime series like Sword Arts Online. He finds this series, he watches it, and it's like, oh yeah, I want to buy the DVDs, and all of a sudden his his smiles turns into sadness because he can't afford it. For seriously 7 episodes for 89, that's for the DVD, that's for the Blu-ray edition, but for the regular edition is 50. Now, I can understand Aniplex's point of view. I mean, and I hate to say this, but anime, regardless, it's still a niche market. I mean, you hardly ever see any anime on television, not like it used to be. In the Toonami days, you could still watch it in other places, but not that much, not as it used to be. I mean, you got your, kind of your Yu-Gi-Ohs, but those anime series are just based off of, toy tie-ins or card tie-ins. That's about it, but never anything that is not related to, cards or toys. So, but when it comes to other anime series, when it comes to the anime industry, there's still a niche market. I mean, sure, Dragon Ball Z was very successful in the US, as well as Sailor Moon, but other anime series that came after, they didn't really fare as much. I mean, sure, you had Cowboy Bebop, but like I said, it is still a niche market. It's understandable why they are putting these premium prices because of that. Not only that, but they're unlike Funimation. I mean, Funimation as well as Sentai Filmworks have big companies that they can literally make the price, have their titles at a low price. They have big companies, they have investors, but Aniplex is a small company and they don't have that many investors. They leave it up to you so you can buy the premium prices. Same prices as you get in Japan. The thing that Aniplex doesn't realize, and they probably know this, obviously, they're not dumb, is that they're trying to bring the Japanese business model to the US. It's not going to work. Okay? First off, the consumer culture in Japan is far different than in the US. Okay? For example, in Japan, they buy a DVD player. 2 months later, they buy a new one because the old one that they bought didn't have the 3D feature on it. Other than that, it's still spanking new and it does all the same features as the new one, excluding the 3D feature, of course. But that's just how Japan is. Also, their entertainment is well valued there. They would spend all their hard-earned money on the complete set of their favorite anime for that kind of price. Here we just can't. I mean, if you look at the complete series, you want to buy the complete series of Dragon Ball Z, it'll cost you around maybe 300, roughly around the same as what Aniplex is trying to sell the Sword Arts Online complete sets. I mean, it is just crazy, out of control, batshit expensive. And people in the US cannot afford that. I mean, they could either go both ways. They could lower the price, or they could keep the prices up, which I think they'll probably stay the way they are, and they'll still lose regardless.
Sword Arts Online is a masterpiece. It deserves the $200 or $300 price point that Aniplex is giving us.
No. As great as Sword Art Online was, and I definitely recommend it to any anime fan out there, it is not worth the price range that Aniplex wants us to buy. Nope. Okay? I mean, the first half was great. However, the second half, when they go to the other game, Alpha Ham Online, it starts to go downhill from there. Whereas Sword Arts Online, you had action, you had suspense, you had romance. Alpha Ham Online, it's sort of, sorry Kirito, but Azuna is in another castle. Meanwhile, your partner, Sugu, or Lifa, her alias in the game is Lifa, has a crush on Kirito. They don't realize it, but they're actually brother and sister, even though they say they're cousins, but you're still blood related. Ah, Japan, you and your brother-sister love, it's so contagious, but yet disturbing. Seriously, Japan, stop that. It's not working. But all in all, again, like I said, they're missing a great opportunity to lower the price of that anime so anime fans like myself can afford them. Unfortunately, they're not gonna change their ways and just gonna stick with the premium price. Okay? Guess they don't want my money. Well, they don't want my poor man's money, unfortunately. They want their gold money, I guess. So, anyway, guys, what do you think of Aniplex? Do you think that they're crazy, batshit, insane expensive? Do you think that their prices are reasonable? I mean, tell me in the comments, please. This is Sentai22, and thanks for watching.